Wait, do you cuss on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, you guys? As you all know, my name is Jodie and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am super excited to announce the new series called The Girl Boss. And of course, for the Girl Boss series, I had to bring my favorite girl boss, my little sister, JGomez Beauty.
What is up, guys? It's Julie from JGomez Beauty.
Alright, so I'm so excited, you guys. I'm gonna ask her a few questions. As you all know, I'll let her introduce herself, but just so you all know, she is a multi-talented, all-rounded girl boss. So for today's video, I'm gonna ask her a few questions, get to know her, get to dig deep into her soul, so you guys can, you guys can get a little behind the scenes of what JGomez Beauty is about. So, JGomez Beauty, aka Julie Gomez-Trevino. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
So I'm a nail tech. Sorry, y'all, these lights bright as shit. But I'm a nail tech. I have my own business. I just in the beauty industry. But I'm working on a self-promo ad. I'm working on some products to retail. So that's coming up soon. But I mean, that's pretty much it for now.
All around boss. All right, Julie, where were you born, and describe yourself as a child?
This bitch right here is asking where I was born. She's my motherfucking
I was
sister.
there when she was born.
She was there. So you already know, H-Town, hold it down. I think, was I born in Houston or Chattanooga?
You were born in Houston.
Oh, yeah. So Houston, childhood. We don't know her. She's a new woman now.
How would you describe yourself? Like, what would be one adjective that you would say about yourself as a child?
Creative.
Nice. You guys heard it here.
I already know.
So, Julie, what goals did you have for yourself as a child, if any?
No goals. No, seriously, but like I don't really have goals as a kid.
And you know what? That's fine.
That sounds whack.
And that's fine, because I mean, not a lot of people are like this. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, you know, your story and how you were as a child, and how in her adulthood, you know, she literally came up with all these different ideas, which we'll get to later on in this video. But just so you all know the little background of it. All right. So another question I have is, where do you think you got your entrepreneurial mindset from?
Talked about this, but the first time I ever heard the word entrepreneurship was from my dad. I never even knew what that was. I was like, ooh, bougie word. Like, I feel like a bad bitch. Like, because I knew what it meant. Like, but I think that was like the first time I ever heard that word. And so from that point, I was like, oh, like, what is that? And my dad was like, oh, it's just someone who always kind of like how would I say it, like someone who finds a way to like make a business, you know, like someone who finds anything, like they market themselves, you know, someone who can make money doing anything, basically, like.
I totally agree. That's how I say it. I also say someone that, just like you said, you know, finds different ways to make money, finds different revenues for income.
Because I mean, I've always said, like, if you say you're broke, you choose to be broke, because there's always ways to make money.
That's a good one, y'all. Y'all heard that one. And then she's only, how old are you now? 22?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You're not.
How old are you now? 22?
22, bitch.
She's only 22, y'all, and I'm 27, and I wish I had that mentality at that age, because
gang
things would have been a lot different.
But you know why I haven't?
Stop.
She's gonna cry.
No, you're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Because I actually have a question for you later about something else. But thank you for that. All right, so another question, Julie, I have for you is, what inspires your creativity the most? You know, I see all of your pictures, all of your nail art, all of the different designs you come up with. Where do you get inspiration from that? Or do you have someone that you know you get that from, or you just kind of like come off the top of your head? How do you come up with those designs?
I would say, like, you have to, in my industry, you have to like always stay on top of it. Like, if you're not in the trends, like, you're not gonna be successful. Like, nobody's gonna go to you. Like, you need to stay on top of the trends. So I would guess, you know, social media, like, that's the number one. But other than that, like, I do have like my favorite nail techs. Shout out, like,
you can shout them out.
Well, one of them is ASVP Nail Bar, K Nailed It, Nayeli Nails. Who else? Those are like the main ones.
And I really like
Valerie. She's from Houston.
Valerie.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, and I really like that you said that, because nowadays, we're so driven by social media, and I'm sure that you can attest to a lot of your success coming from
100%
being on social media and seeing those things. So I think it's beautiful, and it's amazing how nowadays you can literally build your business off of social media. So definitely I appreciate you saying that, because a lot of people these days, they say that, oh, it was just me, and no, I mean, if you got your creativity from social media, there's nothing embarrassing to say that, oh, I got this from someone else.
People say like, oh, you're a social media influencer, it's not a real job. Like, how much money are you making, sis?
Exactly.
Like,
tell them, sis.
Speaking of, I got a podcast. If anyone wants to sponsor me, like, I'm there.
All right, so another question I have for you is, what does a boss mean to you, or being a boss mean to you?
When it's, I guess, like, to answer that, I have to answer with another answer. Like, what made me want to be a boss was because when I think of boss, is somebody that doesn't have to ask for time off of work. That was a big thing for me, especially in my industry, because when I first started, I worked in a salon. So you have to be there every single day. Like, you can't have, like, I would ask for like one day, no shade, no tea, but when you would ask for like a day or something, it was like all hell was coming down. Like, the whole place is gonna be shut down if you weren't there, so it kind of sucks, but like now being a boss, like I control my own, my own schedule. Like, if I'm feeling sick, block it off on my app, like, so that's kind of what I feel as someone who's a boss, is in general someone who's in control of their own. I like you're in control. Like, you don't have to answer to anybody. Like, you're your own you're your own person. You don't have to look up to anybody, but I mean, other than the state.
Awesome. I really like that answer. So another question that I have for you is, was there ever a time that you felt discouraged? And if so, how did you push through?
I knew the answer was coming up on that question. Yeah, it was actually right before I started, like, my own business. We had just moved into our new place. So I was like, bro, we need to make money. Like, we need money, we need the cash. So the last week, again, no tea, no shade, last week that I worked there, I made $60 and I worked 40 hours. $60, bro. I was like, what am I gonna do with $60? Can't even buy Subway, like, I mean, you can, but like,
$5 footlongs.
But no, like, that was like, damn, like, I need to do something else, because I was like, I can't live off of $60. So that's when I quit, and I didn't have a plan. I had nothing set up afterwards. I just quit because I was like, I don't want to be here no more. So I quit, and then I went to go apply to like a bank because I was like, bro, I need stability. So I went to go apply at a bank, got the interview, got the job, but then I was like, this is not what I want. Like, I don't want this. Like, I don't think I can see myself doing this. So then I told them, hey, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Like, it's just not where I see myself. And they're like, no, that's okay, I understand. Like, we saw they're like, we saw your resume. We know this is not something you've done before. So I can understand why this is not something you would want to be in. So it's like, yeah, like, I mean, I appreciate your time, everything, whatever. And then that's when I was just home, and I was just trying to find out, like, okay, maybe I need to go work at a different salon. Maybe it's the location. But then that's when I started getting some friends that I used to do their nails at the shop, and they were like, hey, can I go in today? And I was like, oh, like, I don't work at the shop, I'm sorry. Like, and they're like, oh, well, like, you can't work, can you do it from home? And I was like, oh shit, I can do this from home. I was like, oh fuck, like, like, so I started buying more colors and stuff, because I knew obviously that's what you need, because you need more options and stuff. So I just started from there. I started from home, and then I realized, okay, I need to grow. I can't stay here. It was a small space. I wanted to offer more things too. So I was like, I need to like grow. I need to do something else. And at the time, I had met this girl. Sounds bad, but I met her downtown. I met this girl downtown, and she was like, hey, like, and we're talking about like where we work and stuff, because it was like it was at this one bar, Love Buzz, shout out. But it was at this one bar, and they were having like an event for International Women's Day, where they had like a bunch of girl bosses, doing kind of doing pop-ups or whatever. So I met this girl, and she was like, hey, well, the place that I work at, their nail tech actually just left. So I was like, what a coincidence. Like, it was literally right after I had just left my shop. And she was like, you should go check it out. Like, you need to go check out the room, because you would really like it. It's a good little space. It already had a pedicure chair there, so I was like, dude, sign me up. Because I have wanted to offer pedicures, because that's another way to bring in money. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll go check it out. But then she told me how much the rent was, and I was like, I don't know, we just moved into our new place.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this. So I went to go check out the place. Automatically, I was like, bro, I need to do this. Well, I thought about it, but I was like, dude, I don't know. So I called Jodie, and I was like, explained everything how it was, and she was like, dude, if you don't do it, you're gonna look back and you regret, damn, I should have done it. So I was like, that hit, so I was like, dude, I need to do it. So literally right off the bat, like, I hadn't even, it was like within days, like, I was just like, I'm gonna take it, like, I'll take it. So I just went, not knowing if I was gonna make it, not knowing if I was gonna profit, not knowing anything, but I was like, I need to risk it, you know? But little did I know that, how many months are we? My opening was March. How, we're like, what, 11 months away?
Yeah.
I've never thought I would be making what I'm making now. Like, it's insane. Like, never did I ever think, because I went from making $100 to $60 a week to what I'm making now, providing for me and my family. Like, it's insane. Like, I was like, oh shit, like, never. And I only plan on going up from here. So I'm like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, that's where I started. But that little moment was where I felt, if I wouldn't have pushed it, if it wasn't for Jodie telling me, like, do it, like, then I would have never been where I'm at. So that was like my most discouraging, like, moment.
So would you
ever.
also say that would be like your aha moment, like the way you felt like, I have to do this because this is where I would be able to just push through, like, that's like definitely your aha moment.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So we kind of touched on this one a little bit, but I wanted to ask as well. So what do you attribute your success to the most?
All right, guys, hold on. You need to grab some tissues. Grab some eye drops, whatever you gotta do, because
It's about to get deep.
Oh no, dude. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, we're not about to cry.
I can't.
I already told y'all, Jodie. No, but like, for real, like, she was the one who pushed me. Like, so there's actually like 3 people. Number 1 is Jodie, there's 4. Jodie, because she was the one that kind of pushed me to do it. If she didn't tell me do it, like, I literally had like $60, bro. $60. That's not even a quarter of what my rent is worth. And she said, do it. And I was like, oh shit, like, okay. So I did it. So because of that, I do, how do you say it? Attribute my success, you know. Another one, obviously Ryan, my husband.
You guys our spouses are behind the camera. You know, of course, we had to have in the room.
I mean, if he wasn't here, I wouldn't have said that. Nah, but yeah, Ryan, I would say, you know, for always believing in me. And then another one, shout out. She's #1 best fan, client, everything. My friend Elsie, she was the one who we did like this one specific set. Blew up on Twitter. Yeah, blew up.
I remember that.
From that sunflower set, you know, and she's gonna watch it. She watches everything, you know. She's a huge fan, one of my best friends. But yeah, after that set, like, that's when I like blew up. Like, and that was when I was still working at the shop. But a lot of my success, I go towards her. I attribute towards her, because she's the one who. Because when I was at the shop, not a lot of people wanted crazy stuff, you know.
Yeah, they just like pretty basic.
Yeah, everyone one color, you know, short. Yeah. So because of her, I was like, oh shit, like, because of her craziness
and creativity,
and
thought, you know? Yeah.
So she was just like, I need to go to somebody who has the skills to do this. So because of her, you know, I was able to actually grow. Like, if I wasn't, you know. And then the 4th person, I guess, or group of people was like some of my family that told me I wouldn't be able to do it. But because of them telling me I wouldn't be able to do it, it made me like want to do it. Made me want to prove them wrong. Like, I remember like mom and dad were telling me, "Are you sure? You sure?" I mean, not trying to sound like a hating ass bitch way, you know. But they were like, "Are you sure you want to do this? I mean, it's a big step, you know." And I was just like, I'm gonna show you. I will show you, you know. Like, but yeah.
That's awesome. That's an amazing story. Cry. I know she didn't cry. I'm over here like I got tears in my eyes and shit. But that's an amazing story, and to me, I really
Oh, dude, don't start.
I'm not.
I didn't cry. You can't cry.
I got it. To me, it's like inspiring. I mean, she's my little sister, but it's still an inspiration to see someone, because I guess because my mentality at that age, like, I wanted to do stuff, but I didn't have, like, if you're Hispanic, you know this word, las ganas, to like push through and like si se puede, because
Poner las pilas.
Yeah, because I mean, when we're young, like, you're putting your head, like, the girls in Latina culture or Hispanic culture, we're known to produce babies and clean the house, like, even
cater to your husband,
and even going to school is like, it's kind of like foreign, I guess. Not foreign, but I mean, it's just not looked at. So
it was foreign back then.
It was definitely foreign back then.
Now
it's definitely new now. So the fact that you have, you know, young entrepreneurs that are able to just push through those boundaries and get to where they want to be is an amazing story. And I know a lot of you, and I know because a lot of you send me DMs all the time that you've always wanted to do this, this, and this. Like, she's a living proof that your dreams and little things that you write down on paper can come to life. So don't ever just like feel discouraged or feel like you can't do it, because living proof right here that you can do it, and it doesn't matter what comes your way. You just have to push through and have the ganas to go through all the way to just, even if it's just to prove the haters wrong, like that is already enough.
That's enough motivation.
That's enough motivation to keep going.
And I don't care what anyone says. If they tell you you need to save up, you risk it. Take the risk. Like, take the risk.
Exactly.
Because it'll work out in the end.
Exactly.
Like, you'll find a way. If you have that entrepreneurship mindset, you'll find a way to make it work out. Like, you're going to find a way.
Yeah, exactly. So I just have like 2 more questions for you. This one right here is really cool. So this is where I want you to go all out and tell me everything. So what does the future of JGomez Beauty look like? What's coming up? The people they want to know the tea. They want to know what's going on. I mean, I always, you know, do some promo. They want to know what JGomez Beauty is gonna do in the future, man. What's the next move?
We can't give too much.
Let's give them a little bit, you know, a little inch in there, just a little inch. Come on, a little inch.
But I mean, obviously, you know, everyone always asks me, do you want to have a salon? No, I don't. I don't have a salon. I want to continue staying independent, but I do want to grow my workspace. So that's obviously, you know, in the works. Hopefully within 2020, I'll at least be able to find a bigger place. Not yet move. I don't think I'm ready to move into it yet, but I want to find a bigger place for sure.
The blueprints down and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Pink prints. I had to put that Nicki reference in there.
Anyways, so for sure I want to like start looking into bigger spaces at least, you know, because I want to have at least a little waiting area for people. And I've kind of been throwing a little bit out there recently, but putting a little bit into my product line. So that's the number one thing I'm focused on right now.
This is the tea.
Focus right now. I've been focusing a lot on that right now.
Before you go any further, so she brought me some of her prototypes today. Let me just tell you, these people, y'all ain't ready. Y'all are not ready for this line. No, they're not ready, because this is something that I mean, I don't want to say too much because people that know me know that I need this. I'm not going to say it, but I need that shit. So I am like excited because it's like now I have my own prototype. Bitch, I'm about to be looking, I'm not even going to say it, but I'm about to be looking fresh to death.
So if anybody's wondering, we're not doing PR at the moment.
Damn it, I was trying to be on PR list.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not no PR for anybody else.
Yes.
Like, honestly, the only ones I've given to is family. That's it.
Yeah.
You guys and Jesse and, you know, family, close family. Those are the only ones that I'd probably give one to like Ryan's sister to try. But yeah, so that's in the works. So I'll just say we have 3 products as of now, because, you know, we're gonna branch out. But I say we're, it's just, well, Ryan helps sometimes. But we are going to branch out. So first, there's 3 products. They're all, 2 are in kind of one category and one's on into a different category. But what I will say is there's going to be, this is the first collection.
Ooh.
So it's product line, and then within that product line I'm gonna do different collections. So this one, you know, has a theme and everything. Like,
love it.
So it has a theme. I'm working on the next theme already. You know, getting ideas for the next theme. But yeah, and then what else?
I want you to touch up a little bit on your social media presence and what you do on social media as far as, you know, your new podcast, your new IGTV. Like, I want you to touch up a little.
Yeah, so I mean, what I'm trying to do as of recently is, you know, I think the reason behind me wanting to do like IGTV and stuff is because, no tea, no shade again, but I just don't like YouTube. Like, I don't like YouTube because I feel like it's a lot of editing, you know, like, and then I'm more of like a phone person. I'm always on my phone. I shouldn't say that because I don't answer back some people. But I'm always on my phone like all the time. So doing IGTV is super easy, super fast. Instagram, sponsor me. But like, I'm always on my phone, so I'm trying to do more IGTVs. So what I kind of want to do with that is basically like use IGTV as kind of like YouTube. Like, so I'm doing, it's a little show. So I have different series. There's different like multiple episodes per each series. So it's kind of like, I mean, literally like TV, you know, IGTV. So with that, I'm trying to, you know, just show my everyday, like, kind of show like my everyday life. Like, so far I have tutorials, I have hauls, like product hauls. I'm gonna do story times, like client story times, you know, like crazy shit. But yeah, I mean, just try to keep people updated, you know, because everyone's on their phones nowadays. Everyone, and you kind of have to learn to capitalize off of that. Sounds bad what you do, like. So to capitalize that, to start getting, my number one goal this year is to be on PR for a nail brand. Like, I really, that's like my number one thing. I tried shooting my shot a couple days, but didn't work out. But that's one thing that I'm trying to do with the IGTV, is to show my skills, to show my creativity, show my work, so that way brands look at that and they're like, hey, we want to work with you, you know, like that's kind of what I want to get towards. But just to show the people like who I am, because along with the IGTV, I also have my podcast, which is called Real Time with JGomez Beauty. So I want to, like, that's me getting real with people every single day. Y'all are gonna, new podcast coming up with Jodie soon. So yeah, like, I don't know, like, I see mixed feelings about the internet, like doing YouTube, and sometimes people say like, oh, like you're showing too much of your life out there. But I just want to not show too much. I want to just be an open book. Like, I just want to be an open book. People know who I am, know what I do, know my personality, know my craft, like everything, you know? That's kind of what I'm trying to do with this. With the podcasting, I love it. I love it because I don't have to be like this in front of the camera. But, I mean, I kind of get nervous.
Just a little.
But, yeah, a little shy. But yeah, so that's with the podcast. I like doing that, and also I've gotten some good feedback recently with the podcast. Lots of people telling me like, I listen to on my way to work, and like that's what I want. I want that, you know, like people who are like, hey, listen to your podcast today going to work, like. And I've already had people tell me like, dude, I felt like I was right there sitting at your table. You're doing my nails, chismeando, like that's what I want, you know, like for people, because I don't see myself like as a person who would ever want to get famous, but I want to be like known to people. I want to be an impact in someone's life, you know. So I think that's really cool. I like that's cool.
And y'all, and if you haven't already, and all of her social media stuff will be down below. I'll say it at the end of the video. But if you haven't already, please listen to her podcast. I mean, if you live in Houston, especially, you will finish the podcast by the time you get to work. So don't worry about it. I be putting that shit on in the morning because it actually makes me laugh when I don't have to deal with these crazy ass drivers. So definitely, I'll put all that below, all her social media where you can follow her, you can see her work. And if you live in the Valley, or even if you live anywhere, I know that she, you know, she's not doing it right now, but she will come down and she will do your nails.
That's another thing I want to start. I want to go on tour. Like, I want to do a Texas tour. You know, obviously gotta wait till I grow a little bit more, and have more of a audience all around Texas, you know. But I want to do like cities like here. I want to do Corpus, San Antonio. I want to do like Austin, but you know, gotta wait. For the process. Definitely.
And if you're interested, please go and follow her on all her social medias.
DM me for raids.
And go to her website for appointments, please.
Please, no DMs, period. That's a whole other video.
Yeah, that'll be a whole other video. I'll let her
another rant.
I'll let her go on to that one, but go to her website, see her rates, see all her policies. If you want to see her actual work, go to her social medias, follow her, listen to her podcast, and while we end this video, the last question I want to ask you, and this is important because I also, like you, I'm sure, have a young audience. So I want to portray to the young audience that this is possible and that you're able to do this. So the last question is, if you could talk to little Julie, what would you tell her today?
Ooh, so, I mean, what I guess I would say to, like, little me would be, like, to the little insecure me that never thought that, like, I would, like, be something. Like, I just never, like how I said, I didn't have any goals. Like, I would tell myself, like, you will make your mark. Like, that's one of my biggest things, too, is I always, Ryan disagrees with this, but I always told him, like, I want to, like, die being known, you know, like, I want to die being known. A legacy. I want to leave a legacy. Like, I don't care if it's, like, to one person, 5 person. I want to leave a legacy. Like, I want to have like
something to remember by.
So like I want to be someone's inspiration, like you know, but like not just like, oh yeah, like someone's like, I want someone to genuinely be like, damn, like this girl changed my life. So I guess I would say like I would tell myself like, you're gonna leave your mark, like you're gonna leave your mark.
Well, thank you so much, sis, for coming and doing my first Girl Boss. And ladies, gentlemen, whoever you are watching, like I mentioned earlier, please follow our social medias. I'll have everything linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, if you watched to the very end, and I will see you guys on my next video really soon.
Where's the subscribe? Where's it at?
Oh, it's down here.
Down here, right here.
Thanks. Bye.